Alright, so we're here at EA booth at the New York City Comic-Con, taking a look at Godfather II. So, what's new about Godfather II?
So Godfather II, it's all about you're being the Don this time. First game is you built your way up to Don, and then the game ended. So now we really wanted you to be the Don. So there's this whole new strategy element, kind of we call it Don 2, where you can see things going on in the world, see what other rival families are doing, and you're making these strategic decisions with your family, and you're trying to grow your family and become the most powerful mob syndicate in America.
Here, I noticed you guys revamped some of the controls from the first one, and you also revamped pretty much the entire Don aspect.
Yeah, so the first game was all about this black hand brutality, we called it. It's where you're physically, taking over New York, and we just wanted to double down on that. So now, the left trigger's like your left hand, the right trigger's your right hand. You can throw, deadly combos. You put both of them together. You actually choke the guy, hold them together, and while both of your hands are on him, you then use a thumbstick to knee him or headbutt him or throw him around. Do whatever you want. Rough him up. Take over his business. And you're trying to decide, what's best for my family. Should I go over, the drug, smuggling racket, or should I go over, the prostitution racket? And for each crime ring, there's an in-game perk you get. You could either get bulletproof vests, or you could get double ammo.
Now that you're in charge, you also get to pick and choose the members of your family. So you actually get your own right-hand man. You get to pick your explosives guy, your thugs. You get to pick all that.
Right.
What process went into that to put that into the game?
It all just goes back to the fiction of The Godfather. So it's all about this thing, this essence of being your own family. In the mafia style, you got this guy. He's kind of the head. He's the Don. He's the Godfather, but he's got all these little henchmen with him. That's his family. So what we did in the game is we allow you to hire up to 7 guys that you find in the world to be a part of your crew, and you can upgrade them by buying different upgrades for their skills. And what's cool about them is that you could now send those guys to do work for you. So you could send a guy to bomb another family's business, or you could send them to attack another family's business and try to take it over, or you could bring up the 3 with you, and while you're taking those 3 guys, they'll fight along beside you. You can tell them, hey, go over there and draw the enemy's attention while I go creep behind them and take them out one by one. So it's very intuitive. It's all about going back to the essence of the game. You being the Don, you calling the shots this time. You're not just some lone guy by yourself. You're the Godfather.
So the first one mimicked the events of the first film. This one also staying true to the second movie as well, or?
Definitely. How the game opens, it actually opens in Cuba, because the game, the game's not in New York. It's also New York, Cuba, and Miami now. And you're there with Hyman Roth. He's trying to divide up, all the different territories, all the different businesses to all the families. And then the Cuban Revolution happens, just like the movie. So yeah, you're definitely playing through the movie as you're playing your own game, but you're trying to develop your own story, your own mafia story, and become the most powerful mob syndicate in America.
Is there going to be any multiplayer aspects to the Godfather game?
So now, instead of you taking your main guy online, you take your family online, your different crew members. And what's unique about, there's 4 different modes. There's fire starter, safecracker, demolitions, and also just good old team deathmatch.
Godfather 2 looking for a summer release, right? Sometime around.
Actually, a little earlier than summer. We're in the spring of 2009.
Okay.
Check it out on the PS3, Xbox 360, and the PC.
All right, awesome. Thanks a lot.
Anytime. Thanks for coming by.